What's up, planty people? It's Sydney and welcome to Peaceful Planting, where we talk about all things houseplants. If you are new to my channel, thank you for visiting, and if you like my content, feel free to subscribe below and hit the notify bell so you can receive any new content that I put out there. Also, if you're a subscriber, as always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. I love you and it means the world to me. Today I am doing a me and my plants tag. I was indirectly tagged by Ash from Plant to Seed with Ash. She sent me all of the questions on Instagram, so let's get started. I hope the audio is good with this video because I just got a new mic set. I'm using a new camera. I'm using new lighting. Not only is it really hot where I'm sitting because of all of these lights, but it's also really awkward. So anyway, I'm just gonna get started with the video. I have my phone here because Ash sent me all of the questions on Instagram, so let's get started. First question, when did you first start getting into houseplants? I first started getting into houseplants in April of 2019. So it really hasn't even been a year yet, and I grew my collection very quickly because I finally found something that I love. So I took it and I just ran with it. I watch YouTube videos and care videos 24/7. So I think that's how I'm able to grow my collection so quickly, is just from educating myself constantly about that. So I started not even a year ago. Second question, what is your oldest houseplant? I thought about this question before I did this video, and I really am not sure. I seriously don't know, but my best guess would be my pothos. I think she's my oldest plant. I know that I've had her since I can remember having plants. I want to say about 6 years old, and I love that plant. I just repotted it. It's huge. It's growing all up. I'm sure I'm going to insert a video or a picture or something. So it is really beautiful. All right, the third question. What was the first plant to really kickstart your collection? I started with orchids and I went crazy with orchids. I loved orchids. I went crazy. I still love them. I just don't want any more orchids. But I went to the Atlanta Botanical Gardens and my boyfriend bought me an orchid. That's how it started. My Phalaenopsis orchid, just my regular orchid. That kind of started the whole thing, and I watched YouTube videos like I do every single day, and I figured out that there is this whole houseplant community. Like I said, I took it and I ran with it. Number 4, what plants do you struggle to keep alive? The first one that comes to mind is going to be a Rex begonia. I can keep them alive. I currently have 2. They're just fussy. If you don't struggle with them, then you're amazing. Please tell me your secrets. But mine are doing great now. It just took a while for me to figure out really how to care for them. And like I said, they're fussy. So if I don't do one thing right, then it's just all downhill from there. But yeah, so I think a Rex begonia would be the one that I really do struggle with. Number 5, what is the biggest mistake you have made with a plant? Oh my gosh, I was gonna put this in one of my other videos and I still will. Oh, I don't wanna tell y'all. But my Philodendron gloriosum I got maybe 2 months ago, and I accidentally cut off very healthy new growth. I don't know what happened. I looked at it and it looked crusty. It looked like it was dying and just kind of shriveling up.
So I cut it off.
And when I cut it off, I unraveled the sheath around the leaf, and there was a perfectly healthy leaf in there. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made. So it is growing. I can see that it's about to push out new growth, but it was so frustrating. I did my research, but nothing really talked about what the new growth looked like. So I had no idea that the sheath was supposed to dry up on this plant, and it was totally normal. So I cut it off. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. I regret it. It was a mistake. I cried. I really did cry. My boyfriend thought I was crazy, but I cried. So let's just move on from that. Number 6, what was the most expensive plant you have bought, and is it still alive? I personally do not spend that much money on plants. However, as you all know, if you saw my unboxing video, my boyfriend did give me $100 to spend on a plant.
I spent the entire $100 on my Anthurium clarinervium.
I love this plant. It is beautiful, phenomenal, and just breathtaking. It's a great plant. So if you ever have the opportunity to get one, I really would highly recommend it. It is just, it's stunning. So that was probably the most expensive. I didn't really buy it with my own money. Like I said, I don't spend that much money on plants. I think the most expensive plant would probably, other than that, would have to be my variegated burl marks, and I think that was $46 or $48. So I don't spend that much on plants, really don't. Number 7, do you have a certain variety or genus that you are drawn to? I mentioned this before.
I love philodendrons.
So I know that's like the craze right now, but they're just beautiful, and you have so many different options when it comes to philodendron. So that's definitely the genus that I am drawn to, is philodendron. All day long, philodendron, love them. Okay, number 8, do you also garden outdoors? If so, edibles like herbs, fruits, veggies, or flowers? No edibles. Seriously though, no edibles. Okay, so I don't garden outside for the most part. I put out flowers and I love doing that. It is very hot in Georgia and very humid in Georgia. So if I get a cooler day during the spring or summer, then I will go out there and plant my flowers, and it's really therapeutic. I love it. But I do have outdoor plants. They're potted for the most part. I have an iris potted out there, some cacti potted outside, and I think what is the name of that plant? Vinca vine? That might be wrong, but it's pretty. Okay, number 9. What is the coolest plant in your collection? I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't like picking favorites because they're all right behind me. They can hear me, so let me think. I think the coolest one, I hate to put so much emphasis on this plant, but really the coolest one to me is the Anthurium clarinervium. It's really a cool plant. If you've seen one in person, you have one, you know, it's just, I mean, it's a really cool plant. It's just awesome. And then I think second and third would be my variegated burl marks. It is really fun to watch that plant push out new growth. It's so cool. And then my philodendron varicosum, that plant,
I love that plant. I really love it.
so I think those are really cool. Last question, y'all. Number 10. What is the number 1 plant you want in your collection but haven't acquired yet? My plant collection is relatively full as far as what I want and I need. And I mentioned that in one of my other videos. There's not a plant that I am dying for right now, but if I had to choose one, it would always probably be the Syndapsis pictus trubii dark form. That plant's amazing, and I am just not ballsy enough to buy a plant for that much, and when it's like this big, I'm not ballsy enough to do it, because if it dies, my heart will be broken. So I think that's the one that I would want really right now. That's all I have for y'all. So I want to tag Marina from Millennial Planter and Reb from Plantastica. They're both awesome plant tubers, and if you're interested in finding another plant tuber to watch, they are great. I will link them down in the description below. Also, I want to tag any plant tuber that has a small channel right now and has not been tagged. Please let me know if you end up doing this tag. I'm really excited to see what everyone does. Thank you, Ash, for tagging me. You are amazing and I love your channel. If y'all are interested in seeing her channel, I will link it in the description below as well. She's amazing. So anyway, that's all I have for you all today. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye. The video, oh my God, what the awesome plant tubers. Me in this. You are amazing. Oh my God. The